One of the questions that come up in all of my lessons, especially when we're doing short game, is how do I spin the golf ball more? And I think there's more to it than just saying, well, swing faster or make better contact, right? Or hit down on it more. Like, those are all things absolutely 100% important. But there's more to it than just those. You have to understand what creates spin. So obviously friction creates spin, right? That's important, which would be cleaner contact and all that stuff. Well, then how do we get there? And then hitting down on it, so angle of attack creates spin, right? Loft creates spin, so on and so on. But knowing the exact two components of spin that creates it for the most part is important. So I have two alignment sticks here. This bottom one is going to be our angle of attack. This top one is going to be our dynamic loft, or the loft at impact. The difference between those two, this angle, is your spin loft, right? The higher the spin loft, the more spin you create. Well, I could add loft to the golf club. That's pretty easy to do, right? You just open the club face, and hopefully you keep it there, and that will help add spin. Or, the thing I think is more important, we can increase our angle of attack, right? The more I hit down on a golf ball, quote unquote, maybe a little steeper, I can not only move my low point or my center of contact with the ground forward, but I can now have cleaner contact and create more spin. You add that with opening the club face, there's the max amount of spin you can start to create. So, if I'm here hitting balls or pitching balls, and I'm someone who maybe hits behind the ball a little more than I should, well, maybe the first thing we tell you to do is get a little steeper in your pitching motion or your chipping motion, because that then allows you to move your center of contact forward, so now you can have cleaner contact with the golf ball. If you're someone who's like, hey, I feel pretty good in how steep I'm coming in, I want to add more spin, well, we could always get more steeper, but what if we just open the club up and really feel as if we're, I'm not going to say chopping down at it, but we're kind of, the club's working more up in this direction and working left pretty quickly, maintaining that club face. So understanding those two components is critical to maximize spin loft or control spin loft. Maximize centerness of contact, and being able to control how the golf ball comes off the club, or having a better understanding of what to expect the golf ball to do when it comes off the club. So I hope that answers the question about spin and how do you increase spin. We don't want to necessarily lean the shaft forward on chipping or pitching motions unless we really have to, because you de-loft the golf club. Sure, you can hit down on it, but if you de-loft the club while hitting down, you didn't do anything different. You just moved that angle down. It didn't increase. So try to get that shaft up and down. We can have a little bit more of a tilt forward to our left side so that we can get a better angle of attack into the ball. Open that club face up and really feel yourself get steep on the golf ball. Thanks for watching this video. Comment below with any questions, subscribe to the channel, and share this content with family and friends.